Welcome back to NHRA Today and the Wax Shop Pro Stock Bike Dash. Well, you know who's up next because you know who has the helmet cam. It's John Myers. John qualified #2 on his Suzuki, and he's up against Tom Woblers, who only mustered a 7th qualifying position, the man from Michigan. So Myers not only has the big reputation, he's had the performance so far during warm-ups for this event. A lot of butterflies. This is the first time the bikes have had a special eliminator like this for big bucks in front of a lot of people. Let's see if they're up to that pressure. Trying to get comfortable on his machine is John Myers. He's the last to stage. Remember, both the Suzuki's identical reaction times. This could be a good one. Myers as smooth as it gets. He wins it easily. There's George Bryce, the head of Star Racing, the crew chief for Myers, who prepares many of these bikes. A 779 and a big top-end charge of 170. That was the difference for Myers. The horsepower at the far end of the racetrack. The next pair already fired. You know, it's not too hard to do a wild smoky burnout even on 2 wheels when you've got about 240 horsepower, about 3 horsepower per cubic inch. Let's go to Bob Bright with John Myers.
Can the bike run any quicker with the air the way it is today?
I don't know. It's pretty thick air. But maybe. George Bryce is known for tricks up his sleeve, and he's liable to pull one out before the weekend's over.
Congratulations, John.
All right, we now have Steve Johnson and Dave Schultz. And Schultz, of course, other than Myers, the most feared rider coming into this event. Out of Fort Myers, Florida, he won championships on his own, and he's going to win more with the powerful Vance and Hines team. Steve Johnson, Chatsworth, California, a real glib, tall, slender kid, full of fun. You can tell by his helmet he loves to have a good time. In fact, graphically, I think the bikes are the best-looking machines in all of drag racing, if not all of motorsports. Now, Johnson rushed up there to stage to try to put a little pressure on Schultz. Schultz, with all his experience, maybe he did bite on that. A red light in the near lane. That means Schultz is disqualified. He left too soon. Johnson scores a huge upset at 793, 166 miles per hour. We have got to have another look at that. Watch the near side. What goes wrong? Dave Schultz. The bike moved, I think, before Schultz even wanted it to. Maybe a brake problem or a clutch problem. That was not a rider reacting too soon. All right, now here are the pairings for the round of 4. It will be Steve Johnson, gotta be a happy young guy, up against Keith Gray. Johnson has the lane choice. He's got all the cards. And Jim Bernard with lane choice over John Myers. Bob Fry with the upsetter. Johnson.
Well, they say anything is possible on paper, though. David Schultz should have hammered you out of the program, but that's why they don't do these things on paper. Way to go, Steve.
You got to show up to win, man. This is like Slick 50 on my cornflakes in the morning. This is great. Wax Shop Dash, NHRA, my crew, Tom Bauman, Harry Gunnison, everybody, thanks a lot. NHRA, you guys have done everything, and can't forget the Wax Shop. Man, the Wax Shops came, an automotive company, car care products, and they've picked up 2-wheel motorcycles. Come on, give me a break. Motorcycles for a promotional effort. We're going to support them till the end of this thing. We're going to win this thing, and hopefully I'll see John Myers or one of my other buddies on these 2-wheeled motorcycles in the final.
Steve, we'd like you to try to do show a little excitement when you win one of these things, okay?
Oh, I'm not excited yet. Wait until I win. This is out of control.
That's 1 down, 2 to go. Good luck to you, Steve.
George, thanks a lot.
That kid ever comes out of his shell, he's going to be something. Here's a crew that's going to try to wipe that smile off his face. The guy's working on Keith Gray's bike. That'll be Johnson's next opponent. Bob Fry has caught up with Schultz.
David, you can't be really happy right now. Tell us what happened.
I've had clutch problems all weekend, and we worked on it again last night. We thought for sure we had it cured. When I went to stage, the clutch was dragging me through, so I pushed a little bit with my feet to try to resist it, and I pushed back out of the lights. It's real pure and simple. And it's a terrible way to go down when we were really sneaking up on our performance. I think we will keep going faster and faster.
What a contrast in emotions between Dave Schultz and Steve Johnson. Well, here's the resident genius of this category, George Bryce, working on John Myers' bike, trying to find more power for the next round.